In this video, we're going to take a look at creating a hole in an object. So what I've done is I have just dragged a basic shape over into my work plane. And if I wanted to put a hole in the middle of this fan, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to change this shape from a solid into a hole. And then in order to make sure that this hole is perfectly in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and use my align tools. So I'm going to select both of my objects and I'm going to align them in the center. Now, although it might look like there is a hole, I can't see through it. So it's a see-through shape. So in order to actually take that material out of that fan, I have to group both of those objects together. So I need to take that cylinder, I'm going to shift and hold down and then click, or I can simply drag a rectangle around both of those. I have two objects selected, and because this sphere is a hole and I have that fan, when I group those two objects together, it actually will cut a hole out of that material. Now those two objects, I can ungroup them at any time. So let's say I wanted to add a thread through there. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup those objects. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. And I'm going to come over into my shapes, and under my featured shape generator, I'm actually going to find this isometric thread. I'm going to pull this into my work plane. I'm going to turn this into a hole. And then the same thing that I did before, I'm going to go ahead and take both of those objects and I'm going to align them. And then because they're both together, I'm going to go ahead and group them. And now what I have is I actually have threads through that fan. And I could do that with any of my objects. I could take any solid shape and turn it into a hole. So this right here, which when I drag it into my workspace is a solid object, I could then turn any object into a hole. When I group that together with another object, it would then take that material out of that object.